It's got just about everything: Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, and Chinese propaganda. And that's why Senator Ted Cruz is mad at the Barbie movie.
Is Mattel CEO, you know, Price, also an executive producer on the movie.
You see right here,
Warner Brothers
next
say
to
it has now
You say that
Mattel
those
does
not signify Chinese.
Unfortunately, I wasn't one of the lucky many to see Barbie and Oppenheimer in the same day, back to back, but I do assure you I have seen both. And I thought they were both absolutely incredible, each in their own way. But we're going to save my opinions for later. We're going to start with the definition. According to Wikipedia, surely not the most trustworthy source, but anyway. A Barbenheimer is an instance of counter-programming, a marketing strategy in which a tonally different film was released on the same day as a major film to appeal to an underrepresented group. In shorter words, basically what the studios behind both films did, releasing two movies of very different genres on the same day. Time for some history. For the majority of Christopher Nolan's career, he worked with Warner Brothers, releasing the Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, Interstellar, and many more. The relationship with each other was consistent, up until Tenet. Christopher Nolan, being a huge fan of releasing movies in theaters, was not very happy to hear Warner Brothers' plan of releasing Tenet on HBO Max, and not in theaters worldwide, as well as the studio's failure to tell any of the parties involved with the release of Tenet. Nolan, feeling disrespected by the studio, decided to end his relationship with them. Of course, Warner Brothers couldn't go down without a fight. Warner Brothers, being the producers of Barbie, decided that it would be a great idea to take revenge on Nolan and release Barbie on the same day as Nolan's newest film, Oppenheimer. Warner Brothers really thought they did something, but they didn't. Releasing both films on the same day was supposed to take money away from Oppenheimer, but it ended up being a huge deal, bringing people to theaters all across America, binging both movies in the same day. This was a huge loss for Warner Brothers, even though Barbie made nearly $1.5 billion. This was still a loss because Warner Brothers anticipated Barbie destroying Oppenheimer, but this wasn't the case. Oppenheimer made nearly $777 million in the box office, far surpassing the $100 million budget. Warner Brothers accidentally made one of the biggest movie phenomenon in the history of cinema, and Nolan got lucky. He made an incredible movie. Opinion time. Although some people have very strong feelings about Barbie, I personally thought it was a fantastic film, delivering clever humor, incredible performances, and important messaging. Ryan Gosling is the embodiment of Ken, delivering all of the Kenergy. That's just ridiculous. Margot Robbie was the perfect choice for Barbie, and she brought all of the emotions. I will admit, I teared up a bit. The set design was breathtaking. Greta Gerwig did a fantastic job bringing Barbie Land to life. Now for some complaints. My biggest complaint is the pacing. The pacing is all over the place. The intro is way too long. The middle is fine, but the ending goes by way too quickly. It barely gave me any time to think about what I just watched. But besides that, this movie was a pleasant surprise. I thoroughly enjoyed Barbie. Wow. Just wow. Christopher Nolan did it again. He really made a movie that features just a bunch of dudes talking for 3 hours genuinely incredible. It is really difficult to make a movie solely based on dialogue actually enjoyable, but he did it. Nolan uses quick and smart dialogue to keep your mind racing, and boy does it race because this movie goes at a breakneck speed. The visuals are stunning, although I don't want to spoil it, so I won't linger on the visuals. This movie is very well paced, not having anything that doesn't belong. And oh boy is this movie intense, oftentimes feeling like a horror movie. I physically jumped out of my seat at a certain point. If you've seen it, you know what point. The performances by Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey Jr., for example, are Oscar-worthy, each bringing their A game to the table, delivering such a raw performance that were a joy to see. Overall, Oppenheimer is my movie this summer. I thought it was absolutely incredible. What a great summer for us movie lovers. Though, having seen all of the movies I wanted to over the summer, I have an empty feeling in my heart. Sadly, we won't be getting any new monumental movies for a long while, around March to be exact, with the release of Dune Part 2. But I'm satisfied with the Barbenheimer release. They were truly something else to see on the big screen. To finish things off, I just want to remind you all that although these movies came out on the same day, that doesn't mean that one is better than the other. There is no Barbie versus Oppenheimer war. We simply just got two incredible films that release on the same day. So stop asking me which movie I liked better. They were both great. No, not one's better than the other. So stop asking me. Anyway, have a good day, Parkland.